If you want to see how we built this nifty little set of kitchen cabinet doors, stay tuned, because that's what we're going to do today. Good morning and welcome to another Memphis Monday 176. Today we're going to be building a set of kitchen cabinet drawers. Going to be a pretty interesting project, I think. Let's go over and check and see what the heck we're talking about. The drawers we're going to be building a similar concept to the drawers we have over here on our cabinets. What you do for these kitchen cabinet drawers is you open up a cabinet door, and then behind the cabinet door there are a set of drawers. The ones we're building today are more in line with these here where I keep my nails. We're going to build a case, and then we're going to put the whole case inside the kitchen cabinet. Here's a concept drawing for what we're going to be building. It can't be over 20 inches wide, 11 inches tall, and 15 inches deep. And we're going to have 3 drawers. 2 of the drawers are going to be open, and the bottom drawer is going to have dividers in it. The cut list. Normally cut lists are just a narrative list, but I like to put little drawings in there. So first parts we have to cut out are the sides and the back. This is our project from last week. I've got been putting polyurethane on the piece. It usually takes me longer to finish them than it does to build them because I like to wait 24 hours between coats. I'll be gluing the case and also using these 1-inch staples. Now I'll be using 1/4-inch plywood for the top of the box, and I'll screw that in place. But the bottom of the box, this is where the case will get a lot of its strength, will be a 1/2-inch sheet that will fit directly on top of this. So I'll be squaring this using the bottom. So I got to make sure that the piece of material I cut out here for the bottom is exactly 15 inches wide and 20 inches long. I'm going to use my fence to cut this. The first dimension I'm going to cut is the 15 inches. Now I sweat these cuts for these bottoms maybe more than I should, but before I cut this thing to length, I'm going to double check. I'm going to check this piece here and see if it's square. Here's a schematic of the piece I just cut. It's 15 inches wide, 20 inches long. Now when I take my diagonal measurements across here, if they're both the same, that means my piece is square. I got to thinking, let's run, since these are kind of even numbers here, not even, but we can run Pythagorean's theorem here and see if we can get a reading. Okay, this is the famous a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So I just plug these numbers in. 15 squared plus 20 squared equals c squared. So 15 squared is 225 plus 20 squared, which is 400. Add those two together, you get 650. So if I get the square root of 650 is 25. So that should be this. Okay, the first measurement we get here ought to be 25. Look at there. Exactly 25. Here's the left side. Let's see what we get. Exactly 25. So somebody called Terrence Towle and tell him that we've confirmed mathematics. Okay, to line our box up, I'm going to start from the back. You can start from any of the three sides. What you do is you line one edge up, get it perfect, and then you can line the other two sides up once you get, so this side right here is perfectly lined up. So I'm going to go ahead and staple that. Now I'll turn it around and push this left side into alignment. Staple it. I've been sitting around here trying to talk myself into using these lighter duty board guides, what they look like. Because we always use the full extension guides, but I don't like these. The drawer doesn't come out all the way. It's not supposed to. It only comes out 3/4 of the way. Well, I want full extension. Let me show you why. My friend wants the bottom drawer divided up like this with this long divider in the back. Well, if I have drawers that only come out 3/4 of the way, you won't be able to get to this long divider. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to disinstall this one and install one of these full extension guides, and we'll see the difference. So here's the difference. See how this thing pulls all the way out? So this is a notch I'm going to put in all the fronts. What I'm doing, I just made this one, and I'll use it as a template to mark the others. I'll basically cut it on the jigsaw, and then smooth it out with the router. Okay, next thing we're going to do, the bottom drawer is going to have these 5 sections here. So I'll need 4 dados in, this will be a 1/2 inch piece of plywood, and then this is the front. So I'll need a dado to receive these spacers here. So I'll need a total of 8 dados. This is the setup. I use this little spacer here to get all the sections the same size. And I put those marks on the spacer, which is this shorter board, and then I transferred that mark over to the front here. My dado set for this job will be a standard saw blade with a 1/16 inch chipper, and then another saw blade. Okay, this is a test piece. Let's see if this scheme's going to work. Then our little 1/4" spacers go in there like this. So we have 5 equal cubbies. Okay, now what we're going to do is take all of our stock for our 3 drawers and ease the edges. Well, I got those drawers done. I'm painting them now. Now this is shocking to me because ordinarily you don't paint the inside of drawers unless you think you have a good reason to. And I've talked myself into painting these because the design of the thing, it's kind of open and you'll be able to see back in the case, and I just think it's going to be better painted. I'll finish the painting later, but I want to get these drawers in there because I'm curious to see if they're going to fit, because as you can see, the gaps here are only about 1/8 of an inch. So this could be exciting, so stay tuned. I'm using every trick I know to get these things installed, but it's a pretty precision fit, so see what happens. Well, we'll know in a moment if they fit. What I'm going to do is put these inner sliders on. I can't stand the suspense, so I'm going to actually try one here. I haven't tried these drawers. Well, that seems to work. Let's try the next one. Let's try the second one. I don't know what was wrong with that. Well, there's our little kitchen cabinet drawers. 100% slide out, 75-pound test. I don't know what was wrong with that second drawer when we put it in. The bottom drawer has a big divider in the back and then 5 small dividers here. Painted white. I was going to put a top on it, but I decided not to. Alright, overall I'm pretty satisfied. A little harder than I thought it was going to be. Well, that does it for another Memphis Monday. Memphis Monday 176, building kitchen cabinet drawers. A little controversy, I think. They painted the inside of the drawers. I've never done that before in my life. Probably, let me tell you the rules on painting the inside of drawers. The rule is you don't do it unless you have a compelling reason. And one side says there is no compelling reason, and the other says the compelling reasons are they're damaged, stained, they're ugly when you open them, wah. In this case, I thought since it was an open kind of a project, that not painting the inside of the drawers would be distracting to the overall project. But here's the takeaway for you. Here's the takeaway. Takeaway is, if at any time during the day, any given day, if one of the decisions you have to make is whether or not to paint the inside of a cabinet drawer, then that's a good day. All right, so I guess that's it. No more philosophy. Comment, tweet, share, Facebook, want. Do all the things you do on the internet. But most important, make sure you're back here next week for another exciting Memphis Monday. Thanks for playing along.